Well, we're down here at the Furnace with a big star recruit for BBL 14. Finn Allen, welcome to Perth. How are you finding your time so far?
Yeah, it's good. It's a pretty awesome place. First time here. Great group of lads, so having a good time.
I imagine you've watched this competition a fair bit in New Zealand. How is it now to actually play in the comp?
Yeah, it's exciting. Coming out here first day of the stadium, it's pretty special. We don't get too many of these back home, so yeah, it's awesome to be here.
And the pre-signing, obviously very exciting for you. Must be good to have that security as well.
Yeah, it's nice, obviously 2-year thing, bit of security as you said, and pretty happy that I've landed here.
Now, before we get into your bat swing and opening the batting and playing T20 cricket, I want to ask you about the transition from red ball cricket to white ball cricket, because you've been, you've said that, white ball was now the focus for you. What's brought that about?
If you look at my red ball numbers, it'll probably tell you why. But yeah, I think I started off probably my career playing more red ball than white ball. And wasn't very successful, so yeah, I think for me it's just like it's where I want to be in my career right now. Try and be the best in the world in the white ball formats. I think it suits my game at the moment, and hopefully later. And I'm still working towards red ball for sure, and definitely haven't cancelled that out. But yeah, I think just where I am at the moment, there's a lot of white ball opportunity that I want to take, and keep seeing where that goes.
And being at the top, obviously big opportunities to score lots of runs. You must enjoy opening the batting in white ball cricket too. Yeah,
it's good fun. Often said the easiest job, but can be a bit difficult sometimes. But yeah, it's enjoyable. Only 2 out on the power play, can try and cash in there, and yeah, hopefully make an impact on the game.
All right, now let's maybe get into your swing. Obviously, you've had a bit of an adjustment throughout your career. Do you want to talk about that adjustment for those who don't know?
Yeah, I guess, well, a lot of it, I watch the West Indian boys all the time, and they've got this beautiful flow with their hands, like the likes of Nicholas Pooran and all those guys. So I just try and, I guess, load with my hands, keep my hands high for as long as I can to get as much power as possible, and then try and use my hips and get through the ball.
Are there particular areas of the field that it makes it easier to hit with the swing?
I think for me, I'm always looking to hit straight. I think that kind of helps, especially at a ground like Perth. We've got to try and probably use the bounce a bit more than I'm probably used to. So looking straight and adjusting square is kind of what helps me, especially off spin as well. But yeah, as I said, just try and be flowy, loosen the elbows a little bit, stay nice and relaxed, and go from there.
And how important is a clear mindset as well coming into batting? I imagine trying to get bulk runs must be important to have a clear mindset. Yeah,
there's been a few times in my career I've probably got a bit too ahead of myself and got out because of it. So I guess something I wish probably had adapted to a lot earlier in my career was reacting to the ball, watching the ball, and not trying to, I guess, do too much too early.
So Finn, let's set up now as if you're going to face the first ball tomorrow at the Furnace.
Yeah.
Talk us through your swing.
I guess in my stance I'm trying to get, I've actually just changed this in the last couple of days, but trying to close myself off a little bit so that I can sort of get my head at the ball a bit more. I find talking to the boys here and stuff, it's hopefully going to help me be able to control that ball behind square a little bit better, and also swing straight, hopefully cash in on the smaller boundaries straight. But yeah, I guess my swing is I'm a little bit here trying to have my top hand wrist cocked so that my top hand's leading my swing, and just trying to be as consistent with that movement as possible, picking my hands up here because I guess that's kind of where I get my power from, and most people would probably say similar. And then I guess with my front foot, what I do and what I guess I see in a lot of other guys is when I'm trying to swing, it's almost giving myself a little bit of room with that front foot so that my hands can come through rather than almost closing yourself off too much with it and having to swing around my body is probably a big thing for me.
Is there a certain length that you're really comfortable with that helps you swing?
Out here, probably a bit fuller. But yeah, I mean, I think you just adapt to the wicket, right? The more you play on certain bouncy tracks and stuff, you get used to it. I think start of this week versus the end of this week for me has probably looked a little bit different. A few of the boys blowing my stickers off early, trying to get in that position. But yeah, I think when it's fuller, I try to tend to hit as straight as much as I can. And then if it's a bouncy track, out here, trying to use that as much as possible, which is especially where loading my hands really comes into play. It gives you a bit more time. If you're potentially a bit shorter with your backswing, you can get a little bit jabby with it and kind of get out in front, which I've done many a time.
And how's it been adjusting to the bounce? Obviously everyone talks about the bounce in Perth, whether it be the whacker or here at Optus. How do you find that adjustment? Yeah,
they certainly talk about the bounce a lot here. Yeah, like I said, I think early on in the week, I think my stance was a little bit more open and I was a bit too front on, so I was getting a little bit stuck here. And maybe back home we'd probably fight that length in front of square, but over here it's pretty tough to do that. So you've almost got to try and help the bounce. You know, guys that have had success out here, they use that really well. So yeah, I guess I've just tried to learn and practice this week, getting there as much as possible. Try not to reveal too many secrets before the first game tomorrow, but yeah, I think that's pretty much the key one that everyone talks about, yeah.
Now, I know we can't reveal too many secrets, but obviously hitting a 6 at this stadium will be pretty good, and everyone wants to see that.
Yeah.
Is there any area of the ground you look at and think, gee, I'd love to hit one over there?
Oh, you always want to clear the biggest boundary, don't you? Obviously, yeah, trying to maximise straight and behind yourself, but yeah, trying to clear the big boundary is always the most enjoyable one to do.
Finn, thank you again very much for your time. Just end with some quick predictions for you. Who do you reckon is going to make the most runs in the Scorchers team?
I think Cooper Connolly's going to go good this year.
And most wickets?
Oh, the wild thing, surely. Yeah, that'd be exciting.
And Finn Allen's longest 6, how many metres?
We were talking about this today. It'd be nice to get one up the top there. It's a big hit. Hopefully you can get a couple over 100 metres.
Well, Finn, good luck, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.